Who's read it? Yeah, okay, if I have prizes, I give you prizes. Okay. You did read A Modest Proposal, correct?
Yes.
Okay. What'd you think?
Crazy.
Is it just
Funny.
weird? Hilarious. Come on, hilarious.
Yes.
Yes.
Very, very funny. If you think about anyway, get past the eating babies part. Anyway, okay. So you can imagine that when A Modest Proposal was actually published, people were horrified. It was a terrible backlash. Oh my gosh, this is getting serious. And the first thing they thought was, look at the very serious nature of this pamphlet that was published. He must be telling the truth. He must really be serious. So A Modest Proposal was not seen as satirical, was not seen as funny, was not seen as anything but just this horrific thing that was published. So everybody mistook it for truth. Now the interesting thing about The Rape of the Lock is that it's meant to be equally hilarious. It's very, very funny. It's called heroic comical for a reason. Comical. We're talking funny, okay? But unlike A Modest Proposal, The Rape of the Lock was based on real events. So if you start out with the first canto, within 3 lines, you see, I sing this verse to Carol, Muse. Who's Carol? Any idea? His friend, John Carroll. And John Carroll was a real person, and he's evoked as the Muse. Which is, can anybody identify what kind of literature involves a muse? Epic. Good, good, ding, 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 ding. You win. Okay, so we're talking about epic here. And who knows epic better than Alexander Pope? Why? Because he was born Catholic. Everybody said, oh, born Catholic. Okay. At the time, Catholics were not allowed into universities until the 19th century, well into 18-something, after he was dead. So he could not go to school. He could not actually find a patron to support him as an author. So instead, he went to our good friend Homer. He said, I can do this. I can translate this Greek, and I'll create my own version, my own translations of the Odyssey and the Iliad, which everybody's read in this class, yes, and enjoyed immensely. Okay? So at least you know what an epic is and you're able to recognize it. So evoking the muse is the first clue that we're looking at epic. So it's a mock epic, mind you, but still, the elements are there because Pope knows what he's talking about. Secondly, what's another element of epic? Anybody?
Hero.
Come on, the Iliad. What's the Iliad all about?
The hero.
Battle. Battle, okay? Fights. Remember all that sweat and like spears going in people and coming out, going in there and coming out there? Remember that? Yeah. So battle. There's a battle as well, which will be coming up in The Rape of the Lock. And lastly, a journey to Hades, the underworld. Okay? Here we have a similar journey to the underworld, which is renamed the Cave of Spleen. But it stands for the same purpose. Okay, so bear in mind, this was a true event. Carol went to Pope and said, dude, you gotta help my friend out, okay? Who in here, I'm gonna speak to the gentleman in this class now, who's really, really, really messed up with your girlfriend? Like, so bad, you're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I did that. Anybody? Volunteers? Okay, you don't have to but we know it's happened. So that's what happened. Lord Petrie was this guy who really, really, really insulted his lady friend. Lord Petrie really angered Arabella Farmer because of something similar that happened. And so Carol went to Pope and he said, can you smooth things out between my friend and his lady friend, because he's in hot water. And maybe, if you write a poem about it, and it's funny enough then maybe she'll look past how exactly upset she is with him. So that's how Pope came about the idea of the regular luck.
So Carol messed up with his lady friend?
No. Carol was just the go-between. He said this guy, Lord Petrie,
He's the girl's best friend.
T-R-E, he's the one who screwed up. So it's it's like his,
Gotcha.
his pal. He said, hey, I know a poet. We may have a solution here. All right?